Hey friends, you got the BeefLoaf. You're watching this on the From the 108 YouTube channel. So if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and tell all your friends about From the 108 on YouTube. YouTube From the 108. This video is called "Saying Andrew Vaughn Isn't the Problem Is a Problem." The video is actually not about Andrew Vaughn in particular. You could sub in Eloy Jimenez here. What I want to talk about today is expectations, roster building, and what a playoff team looks like. I think the White Sox fans in general are giving certain players a pass that they shouldn't give a pass. They should expect more value out of the position, out of the player, and the player type. This is a little more on management and on you, the fan, than it is actually on the player. But what I wanted to show the group was how Andrew Vaughn, and I'm using WRC plus, and you could easily use Eloy Jimenez because he's kind of in a similar place where his WRC plus is 105, Vaughn's is 103. They're both guys that don't really have a position. They're just hitter guys. I want to show you how they match up with other playoff teams. So the first graphic I'm going to put up here is where Andrew Vaughn would slide in with other playoff teams in the American League by WRC plus. Now I used a cutoff of 300 plate appearances here. So to just be uber careful in this situation, like he slats in at 9th for Minnesota. However, Minnesota doesn't include Royce Lewis, who's probably their best hitter, because he came up, he had some injuries earlier in the year, he came up late in the season, and he had under 300 plate appearances. So as you look through the groups, if he was playing on Houston, he'd be their 7th best hitter. If he was on Toronto, he'd be tied for their 8th best hitter. Baltimore, 7th best hitter. Texas, 8th best hitter. Tampa, 10th best hitter by this metric. Minnesota, 9th best hitter, as we mentioned. Royce Lewis not included on the list. That's a bottom tier hitter on any of the AL playoff teams. That's not great. I mean, that's one of your least productive hitters. Let's look at the National League. In the National League, a little more favorable, where you have Vaughn would be 6th on Arizona. He'd be 6th on Miami, but remember, Miami also doesn't include Josh Bell, doesn't include Jake Berger. They haven't been there long enough, but they would be better hitters than Vaughn in this situation. Milwaukee's the only one that kind of mirrors the White Sox, where Vaughn's like the 3rd best hitter by WRC plus, and the Sox the same in Milwaukee. Milwaukee made some trades at the deadline because they knew their offense sucked. They went and got Carlos Santana, among others. Los Angeles, he would be the 9th best hitter. Philly, the 7th best hitter. Atlanta, the 8th best hitter. You're starting to get the drift here. Andrew Vaughn's production, and to a lesser extent, Eloy Jimenez. I don't need to give you Eloy Jimenez. You're already disappointed in Eloy Jimenez, most of you, but a lot of you maybe not so much in Vaughn. Is not acceptable. These guys need to be much better players, or they need to be in this situation. I'm going to bring up the 2024 core schedule that I have. That includes kind of the players that are coming back here. And when you look at that group, like I think you expect Vaughn to be the 2nd or 3rd best hitter. And that's what he is on the White Sox. But it's extremely disappointing. It wouldn't float as a playoff team. It wouldn't work. When I took a look at the average of the number 3 hitter across the playoff teams, that was a WRC plus of about 123. That would be 20% better than Vaughn currently is at WRC plus of 103. And it's funny because when I talked to Sean Anderson before the season from CHGO, he was a big Vaughn proponent. I'm a little skeptical of Vaughn. I said if he threw a 120 WRC plus out there, I would shut the fuck up. I promise you, if Vaughn throws a 120 WRC plus up in 2024, I will shut the fuck up. This White Sox offense, this core that's been struggling a little bit, especially hitting, would be in a lot better place if he and Eloy Jimenez can do that. Thanks for checking this out. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I love all of you.